Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So we have the Dokkan Fest Android 21 banner and celebration are up now. This is a global NJP at the same time, which is pretty good. What do we just have some... Oh, that? No Elder Kai though? Okay, whatever. Alright, so the banner. We have the same banner in each version except for one spot. So 21... It is a good character. She's not like the best unit in the game. She's not the worst unit in the game. She's more of kind of like a middle ground character, right? She doesn't have this, I don't think, supreme high highs, and she doesn't have the super low lows of some other TURs we've seen this year. She's good. Evo 21, again, she's just good. Kind of the same thing. She doesn't have the super high highs of like an Amond and Raisin or like an SCR Krillin or something like that, but she's also not, you know, Frost or Dr. Zhou and Dr. Mew, one of those trash cans like that. Then we have Super Trunks on JP. For Global, this is Kale. I mean, I would say Kale is better than Super Trunks, right? It's just the one thing is that Global doesn't even have Super Trunks yet. But, I mean, I hate Super Trunks. Super Trunks, this version right here, this is like the worst performance of any Dokkan Fest TUR we've seen in quite a long time. The last time... like a character in base is like as bad as this guy is like the ROF Blues or something. Like I don't care what anyone says, like I'm taking 17-17, their dodges is better than this guy. You know, Kale's damage reduction is better. Like this guy's just so bad. Then obviously once he transforms, he's God right there, but get there first. Then we have the 17s, we have the 17-18, and then we have the Gammas. The banner, I mean, I don't think global players or JP players should really worry about summoning on this too much. I do not take Android 21 as like, oh my god, you cannot let her pass up. Like she's good, but again, she's not really super great. She's not really super bad. I don't know if she is specifically going to help out certain teams or not either. Like, I mean, yeah, she certainly could be a buff to like crossover. She's definitely like a buff to like Android and stuff like that, but it's not like, oh my god, you didn't get 21, well, you're screwed on this mission. I don't think that there's going to be situations like that with this Dokkan Fest Android 21. At least I don't think so. All right, so that's why I wouldn't really recommend summoning too much. The banner, too, is kind of like her in that we don't have, like, the super craziness, but there's no, like, zeros on the banner. Even 17 and 18, as old as they're now 2 years old. Yeah, this is their time slot from 2 years ago. They're still effective with their Ghost Usher and stuff like that, right? So, all right, here's the Android 21 Dokkan event. I think that there's only going to be 2 characters we're awakening here. Just Android 21 and Evil Android 21. Yeah, those are the only 2. Keep in mind that we do have missions from the Dokkan Awakening support campaign here. So we have to do this with 3 Android category characters. We have to do this with one of every typing, AGL, Tech, Int, STR, and Physical. We have to do it without support items, and then we have to do it within 5 turns. All of these, of course, seem like they are not going to be super crazy difficult or anything like that for us, right? Should be pretty fast, should be pretty easy. You know, just yet another Dokkan event to go ahead and grind up a lot of medals. I mean, I am like, dude, the amount of medals I grinded up during the Hero Celebration was crazy. But, I mean, I already had several hundred of the God Trunks, the regular Super Saiyan 4 Vegito Dokkan medals. But you guys know that new kind of like thing I'm doing with characters, which is where I'm keeping their, you know, unawakened SSR, SSR, TUR. Then if they're an EZA character, right, I will keep their like a TUR version that's not EZA'd, and then we have the EZA version. Like, it's just crazy. It's craziness. It's craziness. The hunt I have to get the best account, right? We're going very, very deep here. Okay, not really a fan of our opening rotations, because obviously we would want Gamma 1 next to Gamma 2. Gamma 2 is going to be our hardest hitter here for sure, too. Super Hero da! Love him, love him. Greatness. Okay, I'm going to push off Gamma 1 right here. We'll save the android's active skill. I do want to pop the android's active skill. Typically, for something like this, like, I do try and get as many animations, you know, fun animations, in a video like this as we can. Like, I kind of use the Dokkan event. I like to record every single event, right? It's always been that way. But the thing about it is that like, these Dokkan events obviously are not very challenging. So, you know, I do want to get, like, you know, the footage up, but then maybe try and get, like, some you know, some good animations or rare animations to spice it up. Although, I mean, we kind of have to use androids here, right? Oh, man. Always good to use my GOAT. He has fallen off a little bit at this point, Gamma 2, unfortunately. Let's just keep both Gamma 2s on rotation. Yeah, no reason not to do that. Because we're going to have Gamma 1 coming up next turn, and then we'll just instantly eradicate the last phase of Android 21. But Gamma 2, I mean, that's still my GOAT, man. Again, he's not quite as good as he once was. You know, all those who said, oh my god, you're so stupid for dodge. Yeah, well, now he needs it, doesn't he? But he, like, again, he's effective, but I mean, he doesn't work super well against some of the AoE bosses. You could utilize him, of course, but again, there's some weakness in Gamma 2 that, you know, was not really as prevalent, I would argue, back in 2022, right? I mean, it makes sense. Gamma 2 at this point, he is over a year old, right? Haha, yeah. I love that intro. Unfortunately, they're not... Oh, yeah, we're on the Supreme Kai's planet now. Unfortunately, they're not really great here. Like, it's so... Dude, I don't know what they were thinking with this. The Android team needs them, man. And, like, they're not what they're supposed to be on the Android team because we don't have a Goku on the Android team. And guess what? Android 21's leader skill is Android, Majin Power, and Peppy Gals. There is no Gokus whatsoever on there. So it's like 17 and 18, you know, like they don't work here. And they're so badly needed on this Android team. It's so bizarre. Alrighty, so let's just go ahead and finish this bad boy off. Again, remember 17 and 18 are not going to be available to utilize their unit super attack with no Goku around. Again, that just destroys this unit. I have really come to kind of like despise this character. I mean, obviously they don't work well against the AoEs, which is kind of, you know, a necessity, right? Again, it's not, people will cry about Fusion Zamasu endlessly forever, but Omega is just as nasty, right? 17 and 18 suck against Omega too. Like, you know, like 21 is a character, she's not going to be super great against Fusion Zamasu. If you can make it past the initial couple of turns, she'll be good. But, like, against Omega, 21 is going to be great. I can live... If a character's not good for Fusion Zamasu, but they're good for Omega, to me, I'm totally fine with that. Like, that's not a problem. I just need the characters to be good in one of the two fights, right? Okay, we'll just do this. I mean, what is Gamma 1 going to die... Or Gamma 2 going to die to a Dokkan event? Probably not. Alright, so that's going to finish that off. So, that's the thing with 21 again. She is good for Omega. And, you know... They've shown that they will add missions to the final stages of Red Zones. They've shown that they'll add missions to the 8th anniversary event, the Gods Immortal event, right? You know, the Omega and Sin fights. Like, there's, you know, many different stages of content where they are going to be adding, you know, missions to, where it's going to be important to have certain characters for certain missions, for certain event types, right? That's something that's important to keep in mind. So, there we go. Again, I would recommend Global and JP players probably, like, not go crazy on Android 21. I mean, she's kind of like, you know, I mean, Android 21 is pretty fine. Like, let's be real, you know, Vomi is, I mean, she's a baddie. Like, let's be real. So people are going to summon on her. But, I mean, I don't really see, like, where she's, like, super needed is the thing. She can help some of these categories out. Her own team, I view it as borderline, like, it's just terrible. It's just like, you gotta... she does at least have one of the Titans, which is LR Bulma. LR Bulma does exist on her team, which is very good. But, again, you guys kind of get what I'm saying with this, right? So, All right, let's finish up here. Let me know what you guys kind of think of the Android 21 Dokkan event and Banner and her character overall. Let me get her awakened, and we'll go ahead and hop into the 55% video. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.